Hi mommies, this is Tanya, Noor's mom. So today I'm going to be speaking about how to manage your baby's cold and cough. So this has been a long overdue video and I'm finally doing it today. So cold and cough are the most common illnesses around, not just for babies but for even adults. There are more than 200 viruses around that can cause cold and it is very common. In fact, it is known that your baby can catch cold and cough around 16 to 20 times in the first 2 years of their life, and that is very normal. That's because in the first 2 years of a baby's life, the immune system is still developing and they become susceptible to all these viruses around them. And this is also helping build the immunity against these viruses. So how do babies actually catch cold and cough? Do they catch it because you fed them banana every evening, or due to curd, or by giving fruits at night? No. So cold and cough is not caused by a particular food item or say change in weather. It is caused by airborne respiratory droplets, which means that if a person has this infection and he coughs or sneezes in the air where your baby is, and your baby tends to inhale those droplets, that is how the infection goes inside. Or someone with the infection has kissed your baby, the saliva has gone on his face, or someone has hugged him with the infection or held his hands, or the baby has touched a surface that has those respiratory droplets of an infected person. So how do we cure them? So there is no cure per se for cough and cold. All that we can do is manage it so that we can soothe the pain that the baby is having. Just imagine when you have a cold or a cough, what happens? Your nose feels so blocked, you can't breathe, your throat is sore, you're finding it difficult to swallow food, you have body ache, you feel feverish. But we can communicate all of this and take help, but babies can't. So the number one thing you should do when your baby catches a cold and cough, what I do is that you should reach out to their doctor or pediatrician and consult with them about the severity of the cold or cough, whether it's a mild one, whether it requires medicines or not, or if it's a very severe one. So instead of torturing your baby with home remedies and avoiding medicines for a baby who can't even communicate, please go to your doctor and take the right cure for your baby. But even those medicines are not going to cure that cold and cough. They are just going to help manage the symptoms, bring down the symptoms in order to comfort the baby. Because cold and cough will take its own time, its own course of time to heal. It will take around 7 to 10 days, even for adults. Mind you, don't self-medicate yourself that I have a cough syrup, I have a cold syrup, let me give that to my baby. No, there are different kind of coughs, one which is dry cough, wet cough, one with mucus, without mucus. So just check with your doctor and use only the medicines prescribed by him in these kind of cases. So now how do we help the baby manage all these symptoms by those simple home remedies? So number one home remedy is keep your baby hydrated. So hydration is very important in cold and cough, because in cold and cough a lot of mucus gets built up in the body, and when your body has sufficient reserves of water, it helps in thinning the mucus so that it can easily come out either from the nose or the throat. Now, if your baby is less than 6 months old, you should breastfeed your baby as much as possible if you are breastfeeding, because breastfeeding not only is 90% made of water, but it also has antibodies which helps your baby fight these germs. But if you're formula feeding your baby and not breastfeeding, do that also, because formula is also 50% water and 50% milk. But if your baby is above 6 months old, please ensure your baby is having adequate water. Ensure you're monitoring their pee count. They should be peeing at least once in 3 hours. Next home remedy are these NasoClear saline drops. So this is nothing but saline water, salt water, And the salt in this actually helps in loosening the mucus, thinning the mucus so that it can come out. So you can use around 2 to 3 drops of these in each nostril around 5 to 6 times a day for your baby, especially before sleeping and before feeds, so that the baby's nose is clear, airway is clear, and he can breathe easily. Not just cold and cough, but even if your baby sleeps in an air conditioner, you should definitely keep these handy. Every new parent should have these for their baby, and you should be putting this on your baby morning when he wakes up and before sleeping, so that his airways are open and he can breathe easily and all the snot can come out. People say that you can make this saline solution at home by mixing salt with water, but I would not recommend doing that, because that can still be a breeding ground for any kind of germs and bacteria. This is 100% sterilized and it is very, very affordable, available at any chemist. It is an OTC medicine, so you must have this. So when you put these drops, 2-3 drops, the baby will usually sneeze after this. 2-3 times he'll sneeze and all the mucus and all the snot will automatically come out, and you can use a washcloth or a handkerchief to wipe it off. The next thing that you can do is that once you put this NasoClear solution in your baby's nose, you can use a nasal aspirator or a nose Frida to take out all the mucus from your baby's nose. How a nasal aspirator looks like. So put those NasoClear drops, take out all the air from this, put this in your baby's nose and then release it. So all the vacuum will actually pull all the mucus inside this. You might have to do it 5 to 6 times. But this is not as effective by my personal experience. I find this to be more effective. This is called a nose Frida. I'll be linking everything, don't worry. So it's very simple. You put this here at the opening of your baby's nostril and here you just suck it from here. So don't worry, it will not come in your mouth, but it will get deposited in this tube. This works much better than the nasal aspirator. So you must have this also at your home. Next remedy is that whenever your baby is sleeping, in order to prevent that nose blockage due to all the mucus, you should elevate your baby's head. Take a soft pillow and make your baby sleep on that, which is little raised, say at an angle of 30 degrees. What that does is that helps in draining the mucus and it also clears the baby's airways. This remedy is applying the Vicks Baby Rub. So this remedy is only for babies greater than 3 months of age, because you can't use it before that. So what you do is, before your baby sleeps, take some baby rub, apply it on the baby's chest, on the soles of the feet, make your baby wear socks, apply a little baby rub on the baby's clothes here near the neck and on the pillow where the baby is sleeping, so that the baby can smell it. You cannot put this on your baby's nose directly or face, so mind that. But this really works well for me. This remedy is giving steam to your baby using a steamer like this. You can get this kind of a facial steamer. This is a facial steamer. I'll be linking it. Available at any chemist. So get some water filled into this and steam comes out from here. So get your baby near it and let your baby inhale the steam. And if you think your baby is uncomfortable with it, wherever your baby is sleeping, alongside, on the side table or something, put this so that your baby can continue to inhale hot and warm air, because that will again clear the baby's nostrils, drain the mucus so that it can easily come out. And even if that doesn't work, you can put this steamer in a bathroom, let the entire bathroom get filled up with steam and then sit there with your baby. Next, whenever your baby has a cold and cough, you should ensure you're dressing up your baby properly. Baby should be wearing covered clothes. If it's summers, at least half sleeve t-shirts made of a thicker cotton material, and wearing full leggings instead of shorts or panties or sleeveless, just to keep the baby covered, because the baby is a little down, he is having body ache, and little warmth always helps. I also tend to make Noor wear cotton socks irrespective of the weather whenever she's down with a cold and cough, because that keeps her warm and it really helps. And when she's sleeping, I try to cover her ears with a very thin kind of blanket or a sheet, because that also opens up the nostrils. The thing I'm going to talk about is the foods. What foods do you give to your baby when your baby has a cold and cough? So when you have a cold and cough, do you feel like eating anything? You don't even feel like drinking water, leave alone eating, because it hurts when you swallow. So the best thing to give to your baby is thin kind of soups, chicken soup, tomato soup, or any other soup that you have at home. Thin khichdis, very watery khichdis, or very thin watery kind of porridges that the baby can easily swallow. Also, you can add turmeric in your baby's food. So you can add turmeric in your baby's porridges, khichdi. You can add it in your baby's milk at night, because turmeric can really help because it has antiseptic properties. Next, what fruits can you give your baby? You should be giving fruits like apple, blueberries, foods rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, like say your orange, lime water, kiwi. Kiwi is really good, because all these increase the immunity of the baby and helps fight the infection sooner. What you should not be giving are bananas, avocados, because these can further thicken up the mucus. Avoid curd when your baby has cold and cough. No, curd does not cause cold and cough, but it should be avoided because of its cool nature. So avoid curd, and also try and incorporate kind of nut powder in your baby's diet, so that you can increase his or her immunity during that time. Last remedy that I usually use is my honey concoction, but this is only for babies greater than 1 year of age, because honey is not to be given to babies less than 1 year of age, as it can cause bacterial poisoning called infant botulism, which can be fatal to babies. So if your baby is greater than 1 year, take 1 spoon of honey, take 1 spoon of freshly grated ginger juice, take a little, say, pinch of nutmeg powder, which is jaifal, a pinch of black pepper powder, kali mirch powder, and a squeeze of lemon. Just mix this all up and give it to your baby twice a day, morning and before sleeping, because honey can really suppress the cough and can really help the baby sleep better. These were all of my home remedies, but like I said, nothing will cure your baby's cold and cough. It will only help manage it, because cold and cough will take its own course of time. So sometimes symptoms are very severe, especially when it's a viral infection. So you must listen to your doctor and give whatever medicines he's prescribing. I don't know what the big deal is about not giving medicines to your babies. Also, there are many other remedies available on YouTube and all across, like mustard oil with garlic, apply on the baby's chest, or say some Ayurvedic jari bootiyan mixed and giving that to the baby, or using ajwain potlis, or giving kind of jaggery. To be honest and to be practical, I don't give these remedies to Noor. And honey is also, when it's very severe, because when a baby is down with cold and cough, he's already so tortured with all the medicines, because the number of medicines are so much. The baby tends to throw up so much, or he doesn't feel like eating, and then you're continuously trying something on him कि भी ये भी खिला दो, वो भी खिला के try कर लो. Nothing is going to work. It will take its time. It will take 7 to 10 days. So why unnecessarily handle your baby? A Vicks baby rub is enough. Some steam is okay. Honey, I mean, it's not like a necessary thing. You can avoid it also. Just make your baby comfortable and soothe him and calm him down. And don't go after these home remedies. Cold and cough will take its own time, and you need to understand that. I suggest don't go to this extra effort of making these potlis and all of these things, because they don't work and they do take time to work, and by the time they start working, it's already a week and your baby is anyways getting better, because the cold virus is anyways going down. So this was my practical experience and my practical tips, and I hope they help you out. Bye bye.